Some of the most commonly found used SUVs on dealership lots are there for a reason. They're bad deals, lemons, money pits. Avoid at all cost. Here are more than a dozen that if you run across, run away. The 1999 through 2000 Dodge Durango, the problem? Unreliable engine. Its Magnum V8 engine turned out to be very unreliable due to oil sludge buildup. Drivers reported several instances of the SUV stalling and even shutting down while they were driving. 2002 to 2004 Ford Explorer, unreliable transmission. Transmission troubles like slipping gears and hard shifting are well documented and unavoidable with the early 2000 models. These SUVs will typically require an entire transmission replacement after accumulating only 50,000 to 100,000 miles. 2005 through 2008 Nissan Pathfinder and Xterra, the reason why? Coolant leaks causing transmission erosion. Overall, these are excellent SUVs, new or used, but don't let that fool you. Those model years suffered from coolant leaks that eventually led to transmission erosion. Most of these models have likely already had their transmission rebuilt, but just to be safe, ask for proof from the dealer or whoever you're buying from just to be safe, or better yet, just search for a different model year altogether. The 2005 Chevy Equinox due to a head gasket problem. This suffers from well-documented and very expensive head gasket problems. If the model you're looking for hasn't already had its engine rebuilt or swapped, you can look forward to adding that cost or hassle to your used SUV price tag. So again, just walk away. They're good now, but avoid the 2006 through 2008 Toyota RAV4s due to excessive oil consumption. Now, Toyotas have a great reputation right now for being reliable cars in the market, and the RAV4 is no exception, but avoid those model years. Toyota denies the issue, but drivers continue to report they're going through as much as a quart of oil every 1,000 miles for those model years. You can add the 2007 through 2008 GMC Acadia to the list of SUVs that suffer from a faulty transmission. This model sports the notorious GM Ford 6-speed automatic that often failed and required a complete overhaul before the SUV even clocked in 40,000 miles. Most of us drivers don't realize how important our brakes are until they go out, and that's the case, unfortunately, for almost all the 2009 through 2010 Dodge Journeys. The SUV's thin brakes and rotors wear down in as little as 10,000 miles. So be aware that if you go for one of these models, you should also budget for a brake and rotor replacement. Back on the list is the Dodge Durango, this time between 2011 and 2013 models, from a well-known defect in the Totally Integrated Power Module, also known as TIPM. Since this is essentially the vehicle's brain, this has led to electrical issues that affected everything from the power windows to the engine and led to a recall of all models. If you are in the market for a Durango, check with your dealer to ensure that all the necessary repairs have been made, or search for a more reliable model year. Piggybacking on the faulty Totally Integrated Power Module, you can plan on avoiding the 2011 and 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee because they too have those faulty issues. So 2 more Jeep model years you'll want to avoid. Engine, transmission, climate, and suspension issues. I'm talking about the 2011 through 2012 Chevy Suburban. While not as dangerous as some other vehicles on the market, it is one of the worst used SUVs you can buy. Drivers reported having everything from major engine and transmission problems that sometimes require a complete replacement to more minor issues like a faulty climate system or suspension issues. Again, 2011 through 2012 Chevy Suburban. The 2014 through 2017 GMC Yukon, if you see that in the used car lot, avoid it because of engine, transmission, and drive system issues. All 4 of these model years suffer from both major and minor engine and transmission problems. The 2016 also had a faulty drive system, making it one of the least reliable of the 4 Yukons mentioned. Clearly one of the best now on the market, but the 2015 Honda CR-V had problems with vibrations while driving or stopped in gear. Even in test drives, drivers have noted that violent shaking and vibrations occurred in the 2015 Honda CR-V model year. While apparently Honda found a solution to this, they have not issued a recall or even informed owners on how to fix this. At least that's what I found here. We are back now with a few more Durangos, 2016 and 2018 model years. Problems: engine, cooling, fuel, climate, brake, and suspension failure. Should I go on? This is the 3rd time I'm mentioning a Durango. The 2016 model had issues with engine and engine cooling systems, as well as electrical problems similar to those experienced in the 2011 through 2013 models. The 2018 Durango, avoid this one, even worse with faulty fuel and climate systems, as well as bad brakes and suspension. The most recent model I found is the 2020 Acura MDX. If you find that used SUV, be aware of the drive system and also some paint and trim issues. Fuel pump failure in this 2020 model caused engines to stall mid-drive. Acura did issue a recall for this in 2021, but not all models sold have this dangerous problem fixed. This, along with paint and trim flaw issues, you can probably understand why Consumer Reports gave the 2020 MDX a 1 out of 5 reliability rating. We'll finish off with this, the 2002 through 2007 Jeep Liberty, because of a faulty window regulator. Though mostly just an inconvenience for a lot of people, this faulty window regulator in these models can lead to costly repeated replacements, not to mention the unwanted surprise of your window sliding open during a rainstorm. It probably goes without saying, but I'll say anyway just to give you a verbal reminder, but do your research when you're looking for a used SUV, because sometimes these bad ones, these lemons, these money pits slip through the cracks and will end up on a dealership lot. Probably not a big name dealership lot. Could be one of those lesser known or pop-up lots. So do your research online first. Check out my channel, check out other channels. That way you don't get stuck with a huge bill and then having to start over again. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Adios. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.